Some creatures are born majestic, soaring eagles, elegant panthers, and dolphins that look like they're permanently on a 5-star vacation. And then there's, well, me. A dung beetle destined not to rule the skies or command the jungle, but to dedicate my life to the noble, yet horrifyingly unsanitary craft of rolling poop. You think I chose this? That I woke up one day and thought, you know what would be great? Spending my days as nature's janitor, lovingly sculpting fecal masterpieces. No, this was my fate, handed down by the cruel, unfeeling lottery of beetle biology. Some beetles get to be ladybugs, adored by children. Some become fireflies, lighting up the night like tiny winged fairies. Meanwhile, I'm out here in the trenches, battling over a fresh, steaming pile of elephant dung like it's Black Friday at a discount electronics store. Let me break it down. While you start your morning sipping coffee and scrolling on your phone, I begin my day with something far more primal. No alarms, no emails, just my finely tuned poop radar sniffing out the latest deposits. Scientists call it an extraordinary olfactory sense. But let's be honest, I have a nose engineered by nature to detect the freshest, steamiest piles of animal waste. Some creatures wake up to the smell of roses or the salty ocean breeze. I wake up to odorino rear. Once I catch a whiff of potential, there's no time to waste. The dung beetle economy runs on a strict first come, first roll basis. I rush to the scene, dodging twigs, outmaneuvering predators, and praying that some other beetle hasn't already claimed my prize. Because let me tell you, nothing ruins a morning quite like finding the perfect pile of poop only to see some smug little beetle already halfway through rolling off a chunk. And yes, there are fights. Vicious, no-holds-barred, exoskeleton-smashing fights over what you might call filth, but what I call my livelihood. In the beetle world, dung isn't just dung, it's currency, status, and survival all rolled into one, literally. The bigger the ball, the better my chances of impressing a potential mate. That's right. While humans flex cars, muscles, or bank accounts, I flex my ability to roll a poop ball twice my size. Nothing says date me like raw dung rolling power. But let's not romanticize this life. Even after winning the brawl and securing my precious cargo, my struggles aren't over. The journey home is an Olympic-level endurance event. Picture this. A beetle, no bigger than a bottle cap, using its back legs to push a ball of dung that outweighs it by several times. The ground is uneven, predators lurk, and sometimes, just when I think I'm in the clear, a thieving beetle swoops in and tries to snatch my prize. You don't know pain until you've spent an hour rolling a perfect ball of manure, only for some freeloading scoundrel to shove you aside and roll off with your hard-earned fecal fortune. But I persist. I push through the struggle because at the end of the day, poop is everything. It's food, it's a home for my future kids, and it's my claim to beetle greatness. My entire existence revolves around ensuring that no pile of dung goes to waste. So while you sit there disgusted, remember this. I take nature's mess and turn it into something useful. I am the unsung hero of the ecosystem, the sanitation worker of the wild. And tomorrow, when the sun rises, I'll do it all over again. Because in the end, one beetle's burden is another beetle's calling. Okay, maybe it's not that heroic, but who are you to say? Anyway, let's talk about the one good thing I have going for me. Freakish, almost absurd strength. Scientists say I can move over 1,000 times my body weight. If I were a human, that would be like deadlifting an elephant or sprinting up a mountain with a car strapped to my back. It's an incredible, almost supernatural gift, but what do I do with it? Do I rescue stranded insects? Lift logs out of the way for struggling ants? No, I dedicate every ounce of my might to rolling poop. And let me be clear, this isn't just casual rolling. This is a full-body strength-testing endeavor. The ball is massive compared to me, and I push it backwards using only my hind legs. Imagine an Olympic weightlifter balancing a boulder on their head while walking on their hands. That's me. Except instead of a boulder, it's poop. And instead of fame and gold medals, my reward is a tiny hole in the ground where I can bury my prize like some kind of grotesque treasure. The worst part, I never get to fully enjoy my own strength. I don't get to flex for admiration or marvel at my own abilities. I don't get to show off my lifting skills for anything remotely impressive. No, all this power is funneled into a single, humiliating purpose of pushing feces across an unforgiving landscape. Every muscle in my tiny body is optimized for the sole purpose of shoving waste from one place to another. And the conditions, absolutely brutal. The terrain is not dung beetle friendly. There are hills to climb, sand traps to navigate, and random twigs that act like fallen logs in my path. Sometimes I'll be rolling along, thinking I'm making good progress, only to hit an incline so steep that my precious dung ball starts rolling backwards, taking me with it. Other times, I'll push with all my might, only for the ball to get lodged between two pebbles, requiring me to exert every ounce of strength just to free it, an exhausting process that leaves me gasping for breath, if beetles could gasp. And don't even get me started on the moments when I reach my destination, only to realize I picked a spot that's too hard to dig into. That means I have to turn around, roll my prize somewhere else, and start all over again. It's the equivalent of moving a couch up 3 flights of stairs, only to find out it doesn't fit through the door. And after all that effort, I don't even get a moment to catch my breath, because now it's time for love. But in my world, love isn't about flowers, candlelit dinners, or whispered sweet nothings. No, it's about poop. If I want to impress a female, I don't bring her gifts or tell her she has a nice shell. I roll her the biggest, roundest dung ball she has ever seen. A beetle with a perfectly sculpted ball is the Casanova of the savannah, a true heartthrob in the dung beetle dating scene. But if my ball is small, lumpy, or heaven forbid, imperfectly rolled, I might as well be invisible. No beetle wants a mate who can't properly roll a piece of poop. But romance isn't just about showing off my dung rolling skills. No. Once I've crafted my masterpiece, I have to escort my potential lady to our future home, our very own dung palace, and she doesn't just hop on board for a smooth ride into the sunset. Oh no, she inspects my work like a real estate agent evaluating a questionable listing. She circles the ball, checking its symmetry. She nudges it to see if it holds up under pressure. If it meets her high standards, then and only then will she agree to settle down with me inside a pile of poop. And you thought human dating was tough. But wait, it gets worse. Let's say I've done everything right. I've rolled the most glorious dung ball the world has ever seen. My lady is impressed. We've started making our way to our little poop sanctuary, and I'm already imagining the many happy larvae we'll raise together. Then, disaster strikes and another male beetle appears. Well, it's fight time. But this isn't some casual argument. No polite, "Excuse me, sir, but I believe that is my fecal sphere." Oh no, we throw down, we wrestle, we flip each other over, we push, shove, and lock legs like tiny, smelly gladiators. And if I lose, I don't just lose my dung ball, I lose everything. My prize, my girl, my dreams of a perfect dung-filled future. The victor doesn't just take the poop, he takes my dignity and my chance at love. Meanwhile, I'm left lying in the dirt, wondering where it all went wrong. And what's worse, there's nothing I can do about it. No police, no justice system, just raw, unfiltered lawlessness. My only option, start over, go back, find another pile, and roll another ball. The cycle never ends. But let's say I win. My ball remains mine, my lady sticks around, and we proceed with our life plans. Our children, our precious larvae will be raised in a carefully dug dung chamber. No cozy nests, no soft grass. Just a warm, fragrant home built from the hard work of their father. You're welcome, kids. And that brings me to the top suck in my life, the smell. You think your gym socks are bad? Try living in poop. It clings to me. It becomes me. I can never escape it. While butterflies flutter through flower fields and dragonflies dance on the surface of crystal clear ponds, I am here, forever cursed to wade through poop, dung, and waste with my tiny legs stained with the consequences of my destiny. If beetles could dream, I'd dream of a different life. Maybe as a firefly, glowing in the night. Maybe as a praying mantis, living my life with some dignity. Hell, even a cockroach gets to enjoy a warm kitchen floor. But no, I am doomed to a fate that stinks, literally. So, the next time you want to complain about your life, just remember, you could be living in literal shit.